I'm not the biggest fan of service accommodation, if I'm being honest. Not to say that it doesn't work, it definitely does, but it just doesn't fully align with why I got into property in the first place.
Back again. Back where it all started, huh?
Back where it all started. You even caught me in the middle of taking a snippet video, bro.
Connor and King.
Come on.
Alright, cool. So, as we are back where it all started,
Yeah.
I want to ask you, if you were starting from scratch, what would your step-by-step be?
Ooh, if I was starting from scratch, how much money? How much money do I have? Or do I just have nothing?
No, let's be real. Let's say you've got five bags.
5 bags.
That's your starting point.
If I had 5 racks and I had to start in property, honestly speaking, if I had 5 bags only, I would save up, yeah? I would save up a bit more, right? I would save up a bit more, and then let's say get to like maybe 8 or 9 or 10, or I would partner up with one of my guys that I know also has P's and wants to get into property or something. I'd get to around maybe 8, 9, and then I'd do probably a rent to rent, because I can't even lie to you, rent to rent is easy when you know how to do it. Like from doing Airbnb over the past however long I've been doing it, it's not that difficult when you know what to do. And there's enough information online, right? Like there's people that even do full-on free courses on YouTube that give you everything that you need to know. It's just a matter of putting it into action. And I don't really have a problem with putting things into action. So if I started from scratch again, I would do that. I would document it like a madman on social media, right? Build a following, kind of like what I've done now, build a following of it, and then use that proof of concept to raise more funds and do more projects. And I would definitely invest in a mentor at some point, whether it's after my first, whether I even spend that first 5 on a mentor and then raise funds to do the projects. I might even do that as well, but that's probably not an answer you guys are looking for. So I'll just tell you what you're looking for. Use that 5 grand or however much, get a bit more funds, do my first rent to rent, right? Get that cash flow and document it like a madman. Use my following on my social media to raise more money for more projects. Use that money to do more projects. And then it's kind of like once you've got the first one and once you've shown proof of concept and people trust and invest in you, it's kind of like a snowball effect from there on. Then it's just about getting the right guidance and putting the right systems in place and a team in order to continue to grow. So yeah, that's literally what I do still. That's exactly what I do.
So, based on the answer, do you prefer service accommodation or refurbs?
Do you know what it is? Like, I'm not the biggest fan of service accommodation, if I'm being honest. Not to say that it doesn't work, it definitely does. But it just doesn't fully align with why I got into property in the first place. What made me fall in love with property is the buying and the owning and the developing side of it. Not flipping hosting a house out to people to rent short term and this and that. Like it works, it cash flows well, it pays me well. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but it's not where my passion lies with property. Like I can do it. If I really wanted to, I could solely focus on becoming an Airbnb master almost, right? And scale it like crazy, but that's not, I didn't enter property to do that. So that's kind of why I've not committed to doing it, because even now I get opportunities to take on more units and whatnot, and I'm just not, like it just doesn't drive me. Like there's many ways to make money, and I didn't enter property to make money doing serviced accommodation. That's not to say that I'm not going to do it going forward. I probably will, but it would only be off the back of maybe developing a house and then renting it out as serviced accommodation, as opposed to just renting a house as serviced accommodation, if that makes sense. I would only do it if I'm bored or if I have the time to or the capacity to. That's it really.